I've been very close to what has happened with human beings monetizing themselves. For every Logan Paul and Charli D'Amelio and people that have gotten famous and made tens of millions of dollars, there's a long tail of many people who've made $50,000 to $200,000 talking about themselves or their passions instead of having a job. The same thing will happen in NFT land that are looking for talent. There will be the people that go on to make profound economics, but the long tail of having alternatives. I'm so happy for artists. There's a lot of people who could never make a living painting, who are gonna convert into painting on digital, who will make $83,000 a year, instead of being a government worker or an executive at a retail store, will be an artist full-time, live within their means. It's not about billions, and it's gonna enable a lot of that. It really is, which is really neat. You know, like if you think about somebody who's naturally an artist, born an artist, the 70s, 80s, 90s were not kind to them. They had to get a real job. You think about a kid born today, let this thing mature out for the next 20 years, she or he is gonna be able to have a livelihood around their art. Now it's gonna be hard. Even being a person that makes $80,000 a year selling NFTs will be competitive because everyone's gonna try to sell. But if you look at influencer marketing, there are millions making $100,000 a year.
So many of these markets are winner take all markets. Like the long tail is
on the platform side.
What do you mean?
Winner take all, Google, Facebook, TikTok.
I'm talking about on the individual side.
No, on the individual side, the long tail of creators on YouTube and TikTok is extremely long. It's winner take all if you define success $1 million. If you define success $80,000.
I'd love to see like what the, I mean, because you can have.
It's astonishing.
Yeah.
It's astonishing.
There's some thickness down here.
It's astonishing what's happening. It's not being reported. People are not collecting the data. You have to be in the day-to-day to understand how many kids 15 to 45, I use the word kids that way, are making $50,000 to $100,000 a year being a personal brand. It's very long tail. And as technology, and by the way, the Great Recession has a lot more to do with that options. And I keep telling a lot of my corporate friends and leaders, I'm like, you're worried about the Great Resignation? Wait till you see the Great never applying in the first place. You've got an entire generation of kids growing up on Roblox, TikTok, Fortnite, who are like, you know, I could work at IBM or VaynerMedia or whatever, or I can make 61K doing X, Y, and Z. I'll live with 3 roommates. I'll keep building. Maybe I get to 200K. And it is a blind spot to the establishment at scale. And so what we talk about is these kids are entitled. They're not entitled. They're aware of their options.